Dear Dr. Wolf, my name is Jamie H., and I am in fourth grade at Pine Elementary School in Michigan City, Indiana. In class, we have been doing research about space travel and you. I have learned some interesting facts about space travel and you. I read that you logged a little over 168 and a half days in space on 4 separate missions. I bet the view in space was amazing. I also read that in 2011, you were inducted into the Space Technology Hall of Fame. That is an extraordinary accomplishment. A belated congratulations as well. I have many questions I would like to ask, and they are as follow. Why are there so many buttons on the spaceship? Why do you have to drop the fuel? What planet would you like to see? Oh, I'm sorry, what plant would you like to see go into space? What happens when you fart in space? Thank you for taking the time to read my letter, and I hope to hear back from you. Sincerely, Jamie and H.
Thank you for the questions. We're answering them now. But yes, you can pass gas in space, pretty normal. But what you can't do is burp. And I created a maneuver where you go up to the ceiling of the space lab, push yourself down to the floor, and when you hit the floor, you do it like a shock absorber, and you give yourself gravity for a moment. And as you're hitting the floor and changing direction, the fluid goes down and the air goes up. You can burp it during that moment as you're coming back up. And so we call that the wolf maneuver, and that's how you burp in space. What's the next question?
If you had why are there so many buttons on
so many buttons? There are so many buttons because that vehicle has to do so many different things. It launches like a rocket, then it's a research laboratory, and then it comes back in as a hypersonic glider. So it's got a lot of different roles. And also the experiments that you do, the research experiments, take a lot of computers and buttons. And so everything has a lot of buttons these days, I've noticed also. So it's not the old days. There's a lot of buttons on everything.
I do have one question from a student who wants to be an astronaut, and she worked very hard to keep her desk clean for an entire week to be able to ask a question. And her question is, can you describe how lonely it is in space?
How lonely it is for this. So we had a population explosion actually. One of the times I was there, we had 12 people. The Russian Soyuz was there, an extra shuttle was there one time on the Russian Mir station. We had like 12 people. But I've had 3 people there too. And it's not that lonely. You know you're coming home someday, and it's kind of nice. It's a little bit of a break.
Her name is Maddie, by the way.
Maddie, it's okay to not be in contact with people all the time. There was a day we didn't have cell phones, and we actually didn't talk to people a lot of times for hours or weeks. And I went to college, didn't even call home the whole first semester. So things have gotten more communicative, but you can do without it pretty good too. Try to read each other's mind.